Hi everyone, welcome to you and thanks for joining this webinar. So as you know, all know that this webinar is based on how you can make your career in data science. What should be the roadmap to data science in 2024? Now here, many students get confused how they can make their career in data science if they have a gap or they're from different domains, right? So that's why we have invite our alumni who are working in a big with the big names, Mr. Ali Ahmed, who is working in Tesco as an associate analyst, and Mr. Abhishek Gulati, so who was working in the Paytm as a business analyst, and now he's working in the Bharat Pay as a strategy analyst. So they will be solving all your doubts. Please ask your doubts, whatever doubts you have, and please feel free to ask any questions. They have joined our data science course, and they have same kind of questions when they have joined this course, and now they have a full of answers. Please ask the questions as many so they can solve your queries. Now please.
Hi everyone, those who have joined us online and those who have joined us offline. So I will start with giving a brief background about me, what I've done, and then we can have then Ali could join from. Okay. So currently I'm working at Bharat as a data strategy and consulting analyst. While I was doing course from Ivy, I was working at Port North Investment Advisors and Jhandewala only, from where I'm taking this session. So I was also puzzled up initially because my role was initially six mix of sales plus wealth management. Along with that, I was also like from my end doing the data analysis. However, it was not a core data role. So after doing the research, I also found that like data science is something which is very booming. Then I did research and came across the institute IvyProSchool, and then connected with Sonia Molli, and post that Ali was the one who has done the course before me. So I connected with him, and he today I'm speaking in front of you. I also connect with Ali, and he gave me his shared his experience, and was that I also enrolled. And after 8 9 months, I switched to Paytm, and then after working over there for a more than a year, I switched to Bharat Pay. So I've been in the fintech industry from last 2.5 years, and the experience has been good. This industry is growing, and when you combine data with any industry, be it whatever industry, be it HR or any role, now is like you can combine data science with any role, and it's like a high demand role. So that's been my journey. Now I can I'll be covering industry outlook and the Q&A later on. Ali, you can carry on.
Hi guys. I've been working in Tesco since 2 years. It's been almost 2 years. I'm working as an associate data analyst. So Tesco is basically a retail sector. So earlier my background was mechanical. So after that I switched to IT sector, that is data science from IB, and then I got placed in Tesco as an associate analyst. So there we work on retail data structures like sales transactions of superstores, which is in UK basically. So that data set is very huge. So in day-to-day life we use like SQL tools, Excel, advanced Excel, these type of tools. Yes.
Okay, now I want to add Ali described background. So I was also into mechanical engineering, not from a core data science role. So I also did the transition from mechanical background then to data science. And if I start with the industry overview, currently there's a slowdown in the industry. Like if you see the news and all, there are many layoffs, and the tech industry is going through a tough phase. However, if you connect, it's because of the US economic slowdown. Because of that, we are seeing that the job hirings and the trend across the industry is a bit difficult. However, in the current time, also I take a switch in during this time only. So I know that it's tough, but however, if you wanna change and if you prepare well and give your best, definitely you can in the tough time also you can crack the opportunity. Or if we talk about the 2 3 years horizon, this industry would be the best industry in terms of because the data demand is increasing throughout the world, not just India, and the trend is definitely the more like if AI and all would be coming, so we need to increase upskill ourselves, and then would be like much more relevant in this field. So that's the industry overview. Now we can have a Q&A, so then we can take up from here.
Thank you, Abhishek. So, and so Abhishek and Ali, I want to ask, what do you think? Like, if any student who has a gap, then can they make their career in data science? What was your experience, Ali?
So, like as I told like earlier, I was in mechanical sector. So I had a gap of like almost 2.5 years. So at the time of that, in that time gap, I learned tools like from online, like Python. Then I got a view of like Ivy Professional School. Then I got admission in that uni Ivy Professional. Then I
So you have a good experience. You have learned with us. You have done a what was your journey?
So at Ivy, like I started with SQL and Excel basic tools, which nowadays a company main basic company requirement while hiring. So they don't need at that time like machine learning algorithms like dashboarding and Tableau and Power BI tools. Say we can say like they basically need SQL basics like for data extraction and data modeling. So in Excel, advanced Excel. So yes.
Thanks, Ali. So Abhishek, how you add up? What do you think? You're always already a working professional, right? And after doing this course, how clear things you get in data science, how clarity you get that how you can make your career in data science. Is this relevant for you or not?
Definitely without if you'll try to switch without having the skills. First of all, I would say the skills are the must in every degree. So in data science also, before joining IB, so I didn't have very basic skills I was having in SQL and Excel, not which industry ready I was not. Post this course, I got the in terms of I would say I did a deep dive in data science course, and post that I would say yeah, I was very much good in terms of SQL, advanced SQL, advanced Excel, Power BI. These are things I got very much used to, and my projects, 3 projects also got selected on this YouTube channel. Like IB, one thing I would appreciate that out of the entire batch, if your project stands out, then they make you record the video and then get posted on they post it on the YouTube. So my 3 projects are currently on their channel. So that's also a motivating factor, and then you can add up in your resume that you stand out. So definitely, all these small things that you will do across the journey, right from Python to projects. So one thing is post every post you need to do a project, industry ready project that helps you to add up in your resume, because if you are like a fresher, right, or a changing industry. So then you need to show that you have worked on a practical project. So this way you will have successful projects add up in your resume, and then you can have a discussion regarding that in the interview, rather than just being blank as a fresher. So that's something they have helped me, and throughout the journey, the facilities, the faculty, and the staff has always been supportive.
So you say that practical knowledge is very important. Your projects are that gives you the more clarity about the things.
Definitely, 100%, without a doubt. Because when I was trying to switch from my organization I was working with, so you need some projects to speak upon and to showcase your work. So I also added my YouTube link on the resume. I remember it, and it has helped me because you can say your work must speak while you are switching. do you want to switch? So that's something has helped me, and yeah.
So Kansha, you want to ask something? Like you are in HR, right? So what do you think? Like how? What are your thoughts? You want to ask something?
So basically, being HR, I just want to like understand like how do you guys feel like like as it is AI is moving, AI data science is moving. So how do you think like we can like mix up HR with the data science thing, and what all pointers and all do you suggest that can be like.
So you are asking that how in HR data can science can be used, right? So Ali or Abhishek, whatever who wants to answer, already working in this field, right?
Okay. So yeah, like Akansha, in every sector, be it HR or admin or sales or any department that you're working in, nowadays the data analyst, people are data analysts because HR also needs to do analysis in terms of hiring trends, attrition trends, in terms of the industry growth. For example, if you're hiring for IT industry, currently you're going through abroad also, you need to figure out, for example, from which company or which city, which state you can have the good talent. So that was also data, industry trends. How's the economy going, like US economy? Because the job trends come from there only. If the economy of US is going good, definitely we'll see a job, like there are more openings. So to figure out from which company we can hire, how we can reduce the attrition that are there in the company, because this was a problem in 2020-21 when IT industry was very much booming and startups were hiring aggressively. So the like big companies are facing the challenge of attrition. People are leaving because of the high pay package. So similarly, you need to study the trends and apply the analytics framework so you can work on so any industry, not just HR. Any field that you're working in, data, you can collect data and you can excel in your work. I hope I answered you.
Yeah. I would like as a professional, basically we all are working professionals, we want to like join and go on. So in the beginning, you feel like it's difficult to like manage something how do you like manage basically as a professional, working professional. That's what I'm saying.
Shall I take up or you want?
So, like, as a working professional, like Ivy delivers like weekend batches also. So, without leaving job, or like you can take classes on weekends, and yeah.
So that I think he should also want to ask that if any, yeah, in practical once you join the job,
Okay.
how tough or how easy is there?
So yeah, managing with job is like sometimes it's like quite difficult, but the timings are so manageable with job. So yeah, this that works out.
Do you want to add up something?
Yeah, I hope like you are asking like post joining first in this job, right? Like in terms of data science. So how the challenges that are there, right? Okay, okay. Definitely. Like although I did projects and did the course and everything, and I was working like in a I would say not advanced data analyst. My previous the company that I was working for was very much like in terms of work was average. So post that I would say when I joined Paytm, so like it's a bit tough in terms of managing because what happens when you're doing a project and when you're working on the actual things, it's a lot difficult thing to manage. But basically your basics are strong and you know the thing. How is just that the data set is increased? You're working on a smaller data set. Now the data set is increased. So with time, initially 2-3 months it took me. Post that I was very much familiar with the work.
I believe that both of you have done the machine learning and the AI part as well. So how useful is this in your current job discussion, daily activities at your office?
Okay, so like if you talk about machine learning algorithms, so if you enter like a company, so they will not ask you to work directly on machine learning algorithms or AI stuff. So they will expect you to work on SQL database, like data pulling, extraction of large data sets, and simultaneously work on Excel part. So like not working on Tableau and these type of tools. So they will expect you to learn like from scratch, like SQL and Excel. So I think like in Ivy when I was studying, so these two tools were taught to me like first, like SQL and Excel as a base. So yeah.
I've heard from many people that they were saying that in all the companies they were asking for advanced Excel and SQL.
Yeah. So if you go for like hiring for job interviews, so they basically judge your basics from SQL queries, like they like inner join, these type of queries they ask. Not like they will ask like statistics or machine learning or like Python. They directly go to the Excel, like VLOOKUPs. Yeah, yeah.
And in your company, what do you think? What is the key salary package for that?
So actually, like if I talk about the like, it's very difficult to answer this question because I have like it's my like a third company, right? So I've seen the trend in different companies and the industry wise also. So actually, it's like it won't be a like right figure, I would say. Like so, what I have seen from like people seen from the first salary from 4 lakh to way up to 15 lakh. So freshers only. So I've seen this much variation. So it depends on the company that you have joined and the experience. Like if you're talking about the freshers, so it varies depending on the time you're applying for. Right now, the market is a bit tough. So when it's about the demand and supply game only. So like there's a very high variation. Our basis the whatever would be the industry standard, like 6 to 10, I would say you can consider that's basis money. Yeah, it's a bit tough, but you can. The efforts would be required a bit during this time.
Basic background is there, like you already have a BTech degree. So is it useful for you, or if you from another degree, you can easily learn these things and can do the job?
So as a mechanical background, I didn't have any knowledge of these IT tools like SQL, Python. So, like as Pratik sir tells us, like SQL is basically plain English statement. So anyone can learn that from scratch. So it's not difficult to learn SQL. Yeah.
So I want to add something on it in terms of yes, it would be challenging. I won't be like because I was also not aware about anything. I didn't study anything. So initially, you have to be on your toes in terms of you need to learn. You need to learn. So it won't be like an easy thing. But if you have a will conviction, then everything can be done. I have seen people from different background, non-tech, those who are doing pretty well. It's all about the like from commerce industry, like from commerce only people having commerce background, they have also doing very well. So it's just about the time, the effort, and the dedication that you have. And initially, I would say like machine learning and AI is something people get very much fascinated with. But however, in initial roles that you'll be getting on, you won't be requiring like you won't be working on it, I would say. Might be question might be asked in the interview and all, a very basic one, not as such difficult. However, initially we're working on SQL, Excel, and any visualization tool. That's a basic across the industry. So focus on these basic stuffs more. Your basics should be very much strong rather than just going with the like jargons that the industry has. That's yeah.
Are the companies are expecting just to know about the basics of
Sometimes, yes. I have given like recently when I switched, so I have seen like two, three companies, very basic one, but they expect that you should have knowledge of that like Python machine learning because it's a part. Initially, if you will work in data science, then definitely you work around Python machine learning models that are used in this industry.
and in your daily work, you use the most in your daily work at your company.
Okay, so like I've worked on my last company Hive. Currently, I'm working on BigQuery and Looker as a visualization tool. like Tableau, Power BI, and Looker are three tools I have seen that they are being used across the industry and very much, especially in Delhi itself, in the companies that are based. That's my experience. Across the India, also these are the very popular tools that are being used. So advanced Excel and SQL that they write on BigQuery, and then version tool Looker. That's three, I would say, 80% of the job is.
Apart from that, what things you want to add up to in this coming boom that now generative AI is coming, like ChatGPT, lots of ChatGPTs, after AI ChatGPT, lots of new things are coming, people are worried, their jobs have been gone and all, but things you want to add up.
Okay. So actually, like in terms of AI, definitely you need to add AI along with the current skills that I talk about. So basically, ChatGPT can write a code for you. You should have a basic syntax and all. It's very much like it can help you out. However, the understanding of basic things you need to have. So your work would be like expect to deliver much more in the less time because the efficiency will be improving. Now, like for example, if you don't need to like syntax and all of Python. For example, you don't need to mug up or have like basic concept should be strong, and you can like learn more about it in terms of how to question from AI. So that's something I've been also like doing this course around this in terms of how we can add on your knowledge in terms of AI because it will you need to add like I told you add data with any field that you're working in. Similarly, we need to add AI also the work that we're doing on. Correct, correct. Because it's like an assistant and you need to know how to get the work done from it. So the more you read about it, the more you learn how to question from it. Definitely, right now it's working on the text, but sometimes the images, videos, and all would also be working. Ali, you want to add?
So, like, if we speak about like particularly about ChatGPT, so I remember in our company, some of our colleagues are also using ChatGPT to simplify the queries like Python codes. But it's sometimes like a threat to security reasons also. So we should we should particularly avoid ChatGPT while writing our codes in company laptops and all, like due to some security reasons. So they can misuse the data, background data also.
If I take only the data analytics post visualization tool, not the ML part, will that hamper me at the time of placement? Is it a big thing to concern about?
The question is like if right now you don't want to learn machine learning, but focus on the SQL, Python, Power BI, so that will be more his first job or first job.
Actually, as for my knowledge, like initially you require like if you want to switch in data analytics role or business analyst role, then it would basic knowledge of machine learning you can learn about it or not having actual in terms of practical project. You could switch, no doubt on it. Or in terms of skill, in terms of data science, you want to progress later on, then definitely you will be needing all these skills. So as a fresher, if you are targeting only data science role or machine learning and modeling, then definitely you must have. But if you're targeting the business analyst, data analyst role, you could like Python is still, I would say, basics of Python is required, and they would be expecting you might need to require. So Python is something I would say you need to have, like the knowledge of Python.
And when you were doing your courses, what was the most hard skill you find for yourself?
So actually, like for me, machine learning is a tough. Like when I was doing it for the first time, I was not aware of what machine learning is. Not easy. But however, you can work on it. If you're weak in something, then you can devote much more time on it, and then you will be able to overcome it. And but yeah, like these things are like the more you learn, the like the more time you give to the machine learning, be it AI or Python, it will be tough initially. For example, if you're learning Python for the first time, coding, if you haven't done it before, then it will require a lot of efforts. So that Ali, you want to add on?
To Pratik sir. Right? So he's doing online. Abhi, I think 4-5 classes you have done. Right? You can ask the doubt because they have done the whole.
So I think like SQL is much needed in the company while hiring. So they ask basic stuff about SQLs. Not they will not go higher like statistics, machine learning. They will like require you to know like basic SQL queries, Excel part. Yes. So you should have that basics clear.
Like initially, like you have to be regular. I would say if you take things for granted, you will never learn. Like it's very might sound strict, but it's up to you. If you want to get a good job industry, then you have to be serious from your end. No one can make you serious. So that's one piece of advice I would say.
And
His question is also like what companies they can target upon in this data science field, what companies they are targeted. It should be domain wise, what your interest lies. Like you got a job in Tesco, right? There your interest lies. You got a job in
ATM.
Paytm, right? So how to find a company? What do you think? Like how to find a company according to your interest level?
So
What makes you doing the course? What decide? What makes you that yes, this is my domain. Now I want to stick to that.
So actually, when you pick a project after each module, so it's like in that I would suggest try with different domains so that you get that idea which gets you to work on. So actually, my like I was belong to finance background. Then I chose also physics related finance because it fits me in terms of working in a finance domain. So target, for example, if you have a previous work experience, so it's very easy to I would say comparatively to target like from a previous background. If you don't like the current background or companies you have worked on, then you can do the project like you can do the project that you like in the industry that you want to work with. So through projects you can basically target the industry that you want to target, and all across the industry I would say the demand is there on data science. It's not specifically to it's like healthcare, IT, every industry requires data science.
So during your project, during the courses, you get to know about it, right? As a Kansha, she is working in HR, so she is very clear about she wants to go in HR analytics, right?
right.
So how you can guide a Kansha about it?
So one thing like IB provides us like various data sets to work on projects like HR attrition, like retail data sets. So we work on various data sets like retail based data sets, attrition, like which includes machine learning classification, regression to predict something like sales or employee will retain or attrite. So after working on various type of data sets, we can conclude where our interest lies basically. So I have also worked on one of data set, Fresco retail data set, but which is basically retail. So I'm basically in retail sector. So I find retail sector much easy. So I have basic knowledge about data sets, like how it works.
Yeah, I want to add on one thing. Like when I have seen the job posting of HR analytics and they require the person who is from the HR domain only. Reason being, if you have worked on that role, you understand better the data. So in similar automobile company, it's hiring. They prefer the one who has worked in automobile domain only. So it's not like just the preference wise because you will understand the terminologies, you understand the customer experience of that particular industry, so the preference also increases. So the current domain that you're working in, I would prefer like if you like it, then it's great. If you don't, then through your projects and all, you can switch to any domain that you want to work on. So HR is something aggressively done in terms of the HR analytics has been very much the job role I have seen on LinkedIn that people are hiring, and the preference is towards HR role, like those who are into hiring.
Okay. Sending, okay. Want to add up?
So you got placed through Ivy and Tesco.
Yes.
Okay, so can you just
So at Ivy, various companies come for placement. So at that time, I was placed in Tesco. It was my first interview, and I got placed at Tesco. So it took around 1 month for hiring at the company.
What are the different you can say interview sessions? There are different interview sessions, rounds you can say. So if you can explain the things, how a student can prepare for the different rounds.
So I can say uh, basically they give you some type of case study to work on. They will give you time to present a case study about the prepare a PPT and tell your case what you can do about this objective. After that, if you get selected in that round, shortlisted, so you will go for next round where they will be asked various type of SQL questions, basic statistics questions like that, and after that there will be a basic manager discussion round about all the.
So is it like a standard interview where we have to attend a
About
group
all the.
discussion and then the second round?
Not like a group discussion, basically. Not like a group discussion. Basically, they judge your skills through case
So
study.
is it like one-on-one?
No, yeah, it's a one-on-one session of a case study to show your objective, your skills on that. What is your approach solution to the case study?
I want to know, recently I did a so I tried like I had interviewed 25 plus companies. So recently I am very much into the how the companies are looking for. So definitely there are two three companies I would say they have a different hiring process. However, most of general I would say they would HR would connect with you if you have applied. They will ask you the basic questions like expectations and what you're working on and reason for applying, and then post that if you filter that round, then you will be some companies have a test. Okay, they will give you a test in that the proctoring would be there, camera and everything would be there, and you need to clear. There's a basic 60-70% whatever their expectation is. SQL, Python, Excel, they will all mix it up. They will, some companies have only SQL related, or some they would have machine learning also in that. So basic that screening round, they will share that with you. Like for example, 50 plus candidates, and among that they'll filter out who's for the second round. Then you will have the round one with the it depends on the role. So in data analytics also it might be like you are having they have a requirement of particularly visualization more. like 60-70% working on visualization. So they will revolve the question around the role that applied for. If it's on like SQL, if it's around Excel, if it's around visualization, or it's also mixed together. Our SQL is something very important, I would say. So and in every round, like I've given 3 rounds maximum in terms of technical. So in every round they would for sure ask you a case study and scenario put in. For example, you come up with you are working in this particular company, let's say e-commerce company, and the company's sales growth from last 6 months is declining. And being a data analyst, how would you analyze that? What would be a growth? So rather than focusing on what questions, like it's more about understanding the interpreting the problem and then answering it, rather than just write a single query. So they will understand how your mind works in the situation, and it's not just about writing the query, because writing the query now ChatGPT can also do. So understanding the situation and how to interpret the data and the questions that you put up, that's a very important. Every company has the weightage. In every round, they will have these kind of questions to analyze how your mind works and how you deal up with the problem. Then similarly, in round 2 and round 3, the question level would scale up, and in the last round, the manager round, they would check up basically in terms of uh, they would sometimes be puzzle also. This many companies have done this in terms of, for example, like a very tricky question in terms of in which your presence of mind is required. The guesstimates that we call, for example, how many petrol pumps do we have in India? This is a practical question they would ask you, like start thinking of it, and then you do answer it. So very basic in terms of presence of mind, in terms of the way we think, they emphasize rather than just writing a code. So that's something I would say, work on these aspects also, because now as ChatGPT has come up, so definitely everyone knows that exact SQL code. If you don't know error recipe, you can through internet Google you can get it done. However, the basic thinking is something you need to learn.
So in every round, we must come up with a relevant solution.
Definitely. Not the exact question, but they will assess how you think about the problem.
What do you think for a fresher? How their resume look like that? So that their resume should be selected. As you know that there's thousands of employees has like applied for the job. So how you to make sure that your resume should be selected at first round? What should be added in that?
So first of all, your resume should be like more like social. Like your GitHub profile should be hyperlinked to that project description, so that like HR or hiring person can directly view that link and open your profile. They can see various type of projects you have done on GitHub or data visualization
or
data
sites,
visualization
hackathons
sites,
you have participated. So
hackathons you have
you can
participated.
like put
So
links
you
on
can
that
like put
resume,
links on that
look
resume
like more
to
more
look
interactive.
like more interactive.
Yeah, it's like job is something has made me a lot good experience in terms of the things I was struggling. So initially I gave the interview, like I was applying but was not getting calls. So I remember the time when initially before PTM also. So basically nowadays it is friendly resume. So basically tracking software are there. So if you prepare a resume, now initially 5,000 applications will come up. No one is going to read one your resume, so they pass the resume to ATS. So basically, I'm not sure of the full form. Tracking software or application. Yeah. So there is a website in which you can prepare ATS friendly resume, because initially your resume's keywords are the ones that will filter out. If the if JD is not matching with your keywords are not there, for example, data science or SQL, advanced Power BI, Hive, Looker, whatever the requirement is, if basic keywords are not there, you will definitely miss out the opportunity. Suppose that the second is like once you filter out the ATS, then the HR will go through it like 30 seconds they take out. So one page is very good, I would say. Two, you can have it, but one is very much like easy, because 30 second, like 15 to 20 second, I would say they give you initially. If it click them, then only they proceed to use it. Else, you get very that very moment you lose that opportunity. So resume is something we need to work on it. And Ivy in during my course also, their resume review was there. So I remember they helped me in terms of preparing the resume while when I was switching the job.
And what is your opinion for a fresher? How many projects should he mention on his resume as a fresher?
At least 3 to 4 projects you should have, because that's only because in the interview table on the projects only you can speak up. Apart from that, you don't have work experience. So through projects only you can work, or otherwise they will ask the questions that they have in mind. Through projects you know that you have done a work on it, so you will also get a confidence boost up. You know what you worked on. Otherwise they could ask anything. So projects are something for a fresher to must. As many as projects, but add only those questions which you can speak up. Not just you add up and you don't know about it much. You cover it. So then definitely you will be rejected. Then with that we go.
So also like anyone who joins data science course or who wants to join the data science course or who is doing the data science course, what is your you can say expect what should be expected, our company should expect it from them, and how should they focus?
So it's like for a fresher, from fresher's point of view.
Yeah, for fresh, because he's a fresher. Like Ali is a fresher, and you are an experienced person. So you have a mixed journey.
Right.
So both of you can answer this question.
Ali, you can take it.
So as a fresher, in company they will expect you to know basic queries, like basic Excel, basic formulas in Excel. They will yeah, and yes, more important is they will require you to know data, basically understanding the data, raw data, how is the data is looking. Like we if we need to clean the data, filter out the data before loading into database. Yes.
So how hectic was it for you when you first joined Tesco as a fresher?
So at the time of joining Tesco, so I was familiar with all the tools, but at Ivy I learned SQL and Python on Jupyter and Workbench. That's the tool. But when you go in the company, the tools are entirely different. The queries you can remember they are same, but the tools you will be working they are different. Something in our company we use Teradata, so it is different, but the work will be same.
So how long it will take to settle you down in a
think,
company
like-
for a fresher?
I think it will take around for me it took 1 to 2 months, one and a half months to set up all the things, be familiar with all the tools. Yes. So they have cloud platforms to run the queries. So it is entirely different. You may know the queries, but the process and all the steps are different. So you have to learn in the company.
Abhishek, you want to add?
Yeah, I want to add up with this in terms of it depends on the company in which you're going. For example, some if you have quiz and the company's expectations right from the day one, you need to perform. So you have to buckle up. For initial 2 3, I remember ATM, but it took me 2.5 months to be get a sense of data and all, because the data actually you will work on currently 1,000 10,000 rows of data. Okay, in the industry, so it's like 10 crore transactions of data I've worked on currently and previously also. So that will give you a bit difficulty in terms of a bit uneasiness. They will be having, definitely you will have it. But you need to be, if your basics are strong, then you can get knack of everything. If you so emphasize much more on basics, it should be very clear, very basic. No one is expecting you to, as a fresher, to perform anything big, but basics will be very strong. That's the one piece of advice I would say.
Abhishek, you want to ask something?
स्टार्टिंग में सर ऐसा प्रेशर ज्वाइन करने के लिए मुझे बेसिक में क्या क्या जानना पड़ेगा?
Basic like you need SQL and Excel only to start the career in data analysis.
स्टार्टिंग में मतलब ऐसा प्रेशर उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं लगता।
So basically, they will not give you work on directly on Python or machine learning. They will require to work on first like small stuff like SQL, data pulling for some stakeholders, like giving the data extraction thing. Yeah.
Initially, like Python is something very basic you can have, but initially SQL, Excel, and one more data visualization. That's more than enough in terms of business and data analysis, or you can for a fresher you can crack it.
I will fresher Excel and SQL
And one visualization.
Basically, like visualization tool is required to like if you know SQL and Excel, so you can connect your BI tool with them to perform like to get a better view of visualization, data visualization.
Let's conclude this webinar. To conclude this webinar, any suggestion you want to like to give to our audience who's joining online and offline?
Ali, you can start.
I should say like, like make your basics clear about SQL only. Yeah. So I have faced make your basics clear in the interview only on SQL part. Basic SQL. They will require you to know like SQL queries, joins, common CD queries, subqueries.
like data sets and all.
Yes.
Basics should be strong. Whether you're doing any of the module, I think basics should be strong. If you have that strong basics, you can do anything.
Yeah,
Right?
and if you go for like machine learning role, so they will not directly ask you like random
If
forats,
you go for like
linear
machine learning role,
regression algorithms. They will like
so
start with
they will
statistics,
directly ask for start with the statistics, basic statistics, like in hypothesis testing, these type of things. They will like
Yeah, to conclude, I would like to put like 2 3 points are there. So in terms of IVs, like Shaniam and Pratik sir, I would especially say like in terms of SQL and SQL, like you will get away everything. In terms of if you like go through their videos and recorded programs, then definitely you won't face difficulty. The basic would be very strong. And for Python and machine learning also, like in my time it was a sir, so definitely the course is very much helpful. And whatever you need for initial to switch or to enter the industry, you will get it from here. Okay, and then coming to other advice, piece of advice is like network. Like as much as you'll connect with people through LinkedIn or through any platform and connect with them, ask them, the more you network, the because like it's very like a network is a network. I would say in today's time, it's practical. Like I got couple of opportunities through LinkedIn right now. So we actually interact with people, how they live, from where they're living, from what are the kind of skills that are going in the industry. So you have to always network yourself and sell yourself, right? Always selling yourself, I would say. You're a product. So that's, I would say, one piece of advice. Apart from it, and there were tough times. I remember when I was young, there were like my friends also, not they joined IB, they were like just thinking of, and some people joined other institute, but still they are thinking of. Okay, and it's like only those who are determined, passionate, and want to do, they only are able to do. Rest every time you find people, those are just thinking. So don't think that, I would say.
Okay. And what do you think, like how long this data science industry will go? Some people think that there's a lot already is boomed and all. How long the data science industry will go? As a working professionals, how this industries grow?
Shall I take it?
so because of data, in the data science, so AI is now rising. So I think like by 2025, the AI will like more gradually increase. So we can focus on more like AI part
machine learning and algorithms and AI part. It will like gradually increase by 2025, 2026.
In India, right?
Yes.
Abhishek?
Yeah, so definitely all over the world, the data resources will definitely be increasing at a tremendous rate. And if you see, like it will eat up the jobs of the people who do manual work. Because now the data science is something involving you predict, for example, if you're in a sales role currently or any other role which requires a monotonous work, repetitive work, just working on the Excel sheets and all, it can easily be automated through models, machine learning models, and it can predict the things. It can so definitely the job would be changing. Like for example, when computer came, so people who learned computer just survived, but so it's like currently also the people who know AI and data science, they will survive. The if you're in the another industry and not tech oriented, then you have to like get start working on the thing. Otherwise, it would be difficult. It's very hard to like initially. It might sound like my job would be affected and I would be able to survive, but it's better to do this. The more like you're far from the technology, your the chances are that like 5 or 10 years down the line, you might end up in a difficult situation. So as soon as possible, try to get associated with data science, data engineering, data analysis, data. So that like data engineering is also something you can explore. Basically, when as a data analyst when you're working, so the work that is behind being done in terms of preparing the pipeline, in terms of ingesting the data that you're working on, all this part of data engineering. So it's not about the two roles. Data has like uh, there are core roles of data visualization also. Like only their decision is also for lead developer, code developers, Power BI developer. So these are the roles of opportunity. So explore. You will get to like, but be surrounded by the tech. That's the advice I would say.
Thank you so much, Abhishek and Ali, for giving that insight of the industry. With that, we are concluding this webinar, and I hope everyone, like mostly, your doubts have been cleared. Otherwise, you definitely contact us directly, and we'll always there to sort out your doubts. Thank you.